didn't have to knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You never know till it's over. So pretty it hurts. Just beware of.
Hello YouTube. Got something I want to talk about. It's been bugging me for a little while. But before we get into this, if you like prison content, subscribe, share, like. Before I get into going further, somebody asked me about this. And this bracelet, it says blood on the razor wire on it. I'm subscribed to that channel, like Chad. And this was sent to me by a country who subscribed to me and Chad. So, yeah, I really like it. Anyway, most of this is coming from Quora, but some of it has been on here too. Somebody told me that I was inciting people to go after those with messed up cases. You know, like kind of like James says, smash that like button. Like I'm not. If that's the. If anybody's getting that impression from me, I apologize, because that's not what I'm trying to do. Despite that one shirt I wear sometimes. But when you tell me things like it's a sexual orientation, I'm not buying it. You know, there's no excuse for those with messed up cases of any type. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to hold my cool here. But there's no cure. You know, somebody told me, well, it's a disease, it's a mental illness. Somebody else may say that they're the cure. You know, maybe my brother suffered mental illness from the person who abused him. You ever think about that? Maybe all these people out here that were abused as babies, as small children, maybe they have a mental illness. They're scarred for life because somebody with a messed up case, somebody did something to them. But you guys want to defend them. Trying to make it legal in California. There's mental illness and that they can't be prosecuted. Trying to say it's a lifestyle. Just like being heterosexual or homosexual is a lifestyle. No, it has nothing to do with those two at all. Don't even put them in the same category as heterosexuals and gay people. I can't even believe people would support these people and defend them. Which tells me that most of the ones doing that probably has a relative that is one, or they're one themselves. Now, I've had several people tell me, opened up to me on Quora, saying they never talked about this before, but they wanted to talk to me about it. And I mean, it's kind of well, it's heartbreaking to hear some of these stories. Some of these people went through worse than what my brother did. So, I am saying this on behalf of all of these people. You know, I know they didn't give me permission to, but something needs to be said. And then you got some of these people with YouTube channels going around with sexual cases. You know, thinking it's alright. Thinking they're cool. And not just those messed up cases, but those where they maybe abused their parents or their grandparents or something, or some other elderly person. I'm probably going to make this short because I'm really... You know, there's a correctional officer, and sometimes I watch his channel. He's got a channel called Tear Talk. Sometimes I watch his channel. They watch our channels. All these prison channels. Don't think they're not watching us. They are. Sometimes I agree with what he says on there, and sometimes I don't. But he and I, and apparently his audience, we're all on the same page when it comes to those messed up cases. I mean, I cannot fathom how you can defend that. How you can say it's alright. You know, say anything you want about me. Say, you know, I've been called on Quora, especially on Quora, I've been called a murderer, which, you know, they're not really wrong. And that, but what they say is, who made you the judge, you know, of this person, you know? Well, when that person messed with my brother. Yeah. Then I decided. Especially when nobody else believed me. When nobody else would come to our help. That's when I decided to take matters in my own hand. I want to ask y'all something. You know, it's like that question when I was telling you, I did that one video, and I was telling you about being in that program. If you walked in, and a loved one, any loved one, it doesn't matter if it's a child, a sister, your wife, girlfriend, whoever, your brother, your father, something was being terribly done to them, what would you do? Would you just say, oh, it's a mental illness, they can't help it? Or would you do something about it? I want to tell you guys something. Those who, over there on Quora, there's not many. There's not as many as it may sound like I'm making it sound. But there are a few that keep raising their voices. If I see a child being harmed, I don't care if it's Ethan or Crystal. I don't care if it's my neighbors. I don't care if it's yours. I don't care if it's somebody that hates me. I'm going to do what I can to protect that child. Even though it may or may not be mine. But I'm the bad guy, right? I'm out here in the garage. All these flies around here. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I kind of want to get off of this because I don't want. I know my emotions are in this, and I don't want to get real mad and angry like I started to there a couple times, because I have a lot of respect for my subscribers, and they don't need to see me venting like this. But there's one other thing. So let's just get off of that. A few people have asked me about this penal situation. I've told people that I don't want to get into the talking about these other YouTubers and stuff, but they wanted me to know what I thought about this interrogation video. Another YouTuber came out with an interrogation video about penal. My question is not about him snitching in the interrogation video. I mean, he did, It is what it is. But I have a question. How did this person get this interrogation video? That is what I'm wanting to know. Nobody's asking that. Maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe you can just go to the police station and say, hey, can I have your interrogation videos? I don't know. I didn't think you could do that. But apparently this guy did, and he put this guy out there on Front Street, put Pino out there on Front Street. And this all happened like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, so 15, something like that. Pino was like 20. Pino never snitched on me. I don't even really know him that well. I don't think I've ever talked to him that I know of. But that's my question. How did this other YouTuber get this interrogation video? Because if you can just go and ask for him, I'd kind of like to know that. I really would. But I mean, because that's kind of interesting if you can, But I didn't think you could do that. So I'm just curious, if anybody knows how you could go about doing that, please let me know. Please. Got a couple people I want to check on. I'm just kidding. Alright. Alright, so I ended that on kind of a good note, laughing and stuff, but that was a serious video for me. Something I had to get off my chest. I already feel a lot better. And if you guys stayed through all this, I thank you for staying and listening to me vent. I'll try not to do this again, but that's, people just keep up, and I might come back for another one. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.